Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of my Ascendant Signs of the Zodiac series. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about what it means if you or someone that you know has the Ascendant ruled by the sign of Virgo. Now, to first understand what that means, we have to know what is the Ascendant. So, the Ascendant sign is the zodiac that was on the eastern horizon at the exact moment of your birth. So it's very time sensitive and it can change very quickly. So it's important to have accurate and birth time information. The ascendant rules things like your the way that you look, the way that you walk, the way that you talk. It's the persona, it is the front face, it is the mask, it is the avatar in which we put out into the world. It's the way that we make sense of and survive the world, and it's considered one of the big three. So the ascendant sign is immensely important in the birth chart. So we have the sun, which is identity, purpose, drive. It's what gives us energy. And we have the moon, which is our subjective, emotional landscape, the realm within. And what is essential to that, which allows us to manifest our life experiences, is the rising sign, which allows us to actually practically do things and interact with the world. And it governs things like, it governs your first house. And the first house, it really is the most important house in the zodiac. All of the houses are important, especially the four angular houses. However, the first house is the one that represents just purely the self. It's the house of me. It's the house of I am. So it is immensely important. Now, now that we understand what the ascendant sign is, we have to know what is Virgo. So Virgo is an earth sign, right? So it's practical, pragmatic, more material focused. It's ruled by the planet of Mercury, which is a planet of speed, intelligence, communication, and connectivity. Mercury is associated with the Greek god Hermes, the messenger god. It's a mutable sign as well, so its modality is mutable. We have cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs. Mutable means it's changeable, adaptable, more likely to juggle different things, different tasks at once, different ideas, different motives. It's less stubborn and it's more kind of go with the flow energy. And Virgo, lastly, is represented by the maid and the virgin. So, but with virgin, what we mean is purity of intent, purity of motive. And with the maid, the connotations there are the desire for helping other people through practical means, practical acts of improving things for other people. So it's a supportive sign. It's a very supportive and caring sign, and it's more about showing that in a practical, pragmatic way. For example, like providing financial aid to a family member or a friend, fixing things. It's finding faults and finding ways to make things better. So it's super kind and it's super practical because of that earth energy. So, what does it mean when we bring this energy to the ascendant house, to the first house, when Virgo is your rising sign? What does that mean? So, essentially, what this means is Mercury, for a start, is your chart ruler. Okay, so your chart ruler is the ruler of your ascendant sign, and if that is Virgo, then you are Mercury ruled. So you're a mercurial person, a very mercurial person. So you're going to be intelligent, perceptive. You're going to be more anxious than most, or at least more likely to be anxious than most. Overthinking things, stressing out, noticing details and getting caught up in details and then worrying about them. You could be hard on yourself, feeling that I'm not good enough, I'm not doing good enough. Hard on your appearance as well, because Virgo is the perfectionist and it's ruled by the element of earth. So we have perfectionism in the material realm. So that is physicality, the body. So you might stress about your body a lot, your health a lot as well. Health is a big thing. Diet. So I feel like Virgo risings commonly have a more difficult relationship with food and possibly even exercise as well. So we could see stress about food. We could see that. and we could see stressing about self-improvement, like I need to do better, I need to exercise more, I need to eat better, I need to drink more water. So we do see someone who is focused on health, nutrition, but we also see someone who may struggle with this as well at the same time, or feel like they're struggling. Even if they're not struggling, they might feel like they are, which I guess is a struggle in itself. If you feel that way and it's causing you kind of mental distress, like that would be something that you struggle with. Obviously, not all Virgo risings are like this, but it's something that you are more likely to have as a Virgo rising. So Virgo rising, you're likely to be understated, self-effacing, modest as well, because that is the representation of the Virgin, of the Maid. So we have modesty, purity, and self-effacement. So we're looking at someone, yeah, super understated, modest, almost to a fault. Maybe won't take a compliment, and maybe feels uncomfortable with compliments. The Virgo rising going to be more neat and more plain with their style, their appearance, more kind of plain clothes, very plain. Well put together though, attention for detail, well put together. But yeah, like more kind of an understated appearance. They're more likely to be kind of clean looking, neat. Like just like that. Yeah, because that's that kind of Virgo perfectionism kind of coming through. Obviously it's different for everyone. Another thing I forgot to mention at the start is this: your rising sign, although you may well be a Virgo rising, you might have Mars in the first house, and this is going to make you more fiery, more kind of fighty, and more martial than your average Virgo rising. You might have Neptune, so you're going to be a bit more dreamy and a bit more Piscean. You might have difficult aspects to the first house, so this can have an effect and an impact. Obviously, it will do have an impact on your rising sign, even if you are a Virgo rising. Like, you still will be a Virgo rising, but it could be different for you. So yeah, attention to detail, quick mind, intelligent, definitely noticing things other people don't. Um, Thinking about things other people don't as well. Maybe caring more about small details and getting caught up in small details. Like, you might notice if something's just slightly out of place. You might notice if someone like said something, or you've noticed. It's basically just like noticing small details that other people don't know or care about, and then kind of like really analyzing that, because Virgo is super analytical, you know. Um, but yeah, with Virgo rising, we're looking at someone who is likely to look young for their age, younger, for their years. Definitely, we find this with Mercury and the first house. So Gemini is a lot like this as well. So we definitely see this, and I think like it's not as pronounced as it is with Gemini rising, but there is a kind of mischievous, kind of cheeky kind of energy here with Virgo rising. There's just something kind of, because Mercury rules your chart. Mercury is in the first house, and Mercury is the trickster god, associated with yeah, like tricksters, associated with the Norse god Loki, like I'm saying, Greek god Hermes. Um, so it's like someone who knows a lot, someone who has a lot of information, someone who thinks very quickly, uh, changeable as well. Virgo rising, they can adapt really easily to their surroundings. Well, not super easily all the time, but generally, like they'll be like, okay, I'll blend in. So like they're kind of good at blending in like that because of that mutable energy. They're, yeah, just like a super kind streak as well. Like Virgo risings, like really kind, like being like, well, yeah, like able to empathize, because Virgo is a super kind sign, and if you got that ruling one of your big three, and it's in the ascendant, then this is the way that your MO is the way that you go out into the world. You're like, maybe you're like wanting to help people, wanting to like do things that are practical for your friends, your family, and other signs that help people, like Cancer, help people with emotional support. Leo wanting to help people by making sure they have fun. Aquarius, humanitarian. With Virgo, one of the signs, obviously, all the signs have different ways that they like to help people, but with Virgo, it's like acts of compassion, such as, like, I will give you money, I will fix this thing for you, I will give you my time, I will, I don't know, like almost like helping people with homework, or uh, helping people out at work, like just stuff like that, kind of like actual practical, tangible, material focused things that they can do to help people. Virgo rising could be like a dietitian, nutritionist, um, like a gym coach or something like that. I can kind of see that as well. The thing with Virgo rising is they are like perfectionists as well, so they will. This is where a lot of their anxiety comes from, but it's also where a lot of their ability to help people comes in, because they'll notice things that other people could be doing better and could be doing different, and they'll come in and they'll not be afraid to say that. Like a Virgo rising person will just say it. Um, this is with Virgo. Virgo is very critical, so this person could be quite critical. Um, they could well be very critical toward other people, and to them, like, they're doing it because they're trying to help, but it might annoy the other person, but they're generally doing it because, like, well, they notice a fault and they think if they come out and they say, I've noticed this, it's going to help. And often that is the case. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just going to annoy the person. But yeah, I mean, that's about it for this video on Virgo rising. Um, so yeah, basically just, yeah, like super understated, super kind, fussy, anxious, and well-intentioned sign as well. So yeah, that's the sign to have in your rising sign, ruling your rising sign. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment, please like, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, thanks for watching, and bye for now.